Most people have no idea where they actually are on their real estate wealth journey. And that's exactly why they get stuck, or at least overwhelmed. And they make the wrong moves entirely. And today, I'm going to help you figure out your real starting point. And I can almost guarantee you're probably further ahead than you might think. Here's the thing. Real estate is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth long term. We all know that. But the path isn't linear. There isn't a perfect order of operations. And everyone online seems to have a different opinion about what you should do next. They either tell you to buy now, or wait for the rates, or don't invest, or only invest in X, and so on. And honestly, no wonder people feel overwhelmed. And when you feel overwhelmed, you either freeze or you make a rushed decision, and both can cost you years. And for those that are new to the channel, well, welcome. And for those that aren't new, well, welcome back. My name is Mark Belanger. I'm with Metro City Property Group. We are the largest EXP team here in Ottawa. We're the third largest in all of Canada. We do about 600 transactions per year. We have people dedicated to specific roles, and I'm confident we can help you out throughout your real estate journey. I'm also a licensed exempt market dealing representative, which means I have access to private market opportunities in real estate that you won't find online through MLS. So my job is quite simple, is to help people grow wealth through real estate, but in a calm, structured, data-driven kind of way. Whether you're buying your first home, you're moving up the ladder, or you're picking up your first rental, or you're exploring private market opportunities. I help you cut through the noise so that you always know your next right step. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly where you are in the real estate wealth journey, what that means for you, and how to move forward with clarity. All right, so let's jump into it. We're gonna start with the very first stage, which of course is your first home. And people underestimate how big this moment really is. Buying your first home isn't just buying a house, it's where your entire wealth foundation begins. You start building equity, you lock in stability, and you establish your financial identity. If you're in this stage, don't think about the perfect investment property just yet. Focus on clarity. What can you afford? Choosing the right neighborhood, what your long-term goals look like, and how the property might work for you later in life. Maybe as a rental, maybe as a secondary dwelling unit, etc. But we'll get to that in just a bit. Most people want financial freedom, but they don't know how to build wealth through real estate. And I get it. Real estate is complicated. It's full of compliance, and everyone is trying to maximize their own returns. And that's why I built a free real estate readiness quiz that you can find on my website or down in the link below. And it's a starting point, a simple way to understand the basics first, your mindset, your financial readiness, and of course, market fit. And your results will appear instantly. And then you and I will meet one-on-one and we'll go through those results together. That's where we dive deeper, we unpack your situation, and we start building a personalized plan for buying, selling, or diversifying your investments. So click the link below, take the quiz, and let's start building your path to real wealth together. Now, let's get back to the video. From there, most people graduate to stage number 2, which is the move up stage. And honestly, this is where the biggest leaps in wealth usually start to happen. Your first move has likely grown in value, and maybe your income has increased with it, and you've built some financial credibility. Suddenly, you have leverage, and your options have clearly opened up. And this is the point where you might move to a better home, or keep your first home as a rental, or build that secondary dwelling unit, or use the equity to start your first investment property. It's such an important stage because this is where people either build real momentum or they stall out for a full decade. Stage 3 is where you intentionally enter the investment world. This is where you buy your first intentional rental. And this is where mindset really matters, because the truth is, it's easy to overextend and it's easy to play too small. So when you're here, the big questions are like, what kind of tenant profile do you want? What kind of cash flow do you need? What does your holding power look like? Should you renovate? Should you buy turnkey? This is the point where you start thinking like a wealth builder, and your decisions have long-term impact. If you're watching this and you're thinking, okay, I don't actually know what stage I'm at, I am a little bit paralyzed, I'm a little bit overwhelmed, you don't know where to start, take the readiness quiz in the description below. It looks at 3 things. 1, your mindset, 2, your financial readiness, and 3, the market fit. And it tells you exactly where you are on your real estate wealth journey today. And the best part is the results are sent to you immediately. And from there, we book a one-on-one consultation to go over the results of that, and we start building the plans together, regardless of what stage you're at. Once you've built that investment foundation, you move into stage 4, which is multiplex properties. This is where things start to scale. Duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, purpose-built rentals, etc. This is where consistency starts to replace luck. You look at numbers differently, you plan differently, and you structure deals differently. And you're not just collecting properties, you're building a portfolio. And then there's stage 5, diversification. This is where commercial real estate potentially comes into play, or private market opportunities, secured investments that create passive income. But this stage only works when your foundation is strong, and it's not a shortcut. It's an evolution to your strategy. And this is where, a bit of a shameless plug here, but this is where my dual licensing, both as a realtor and an exempt market dealing representative, allows me to guide people properly, because we can look at both public and private opportunities in a compliant, structured kind of way. And most people get stuck on this journey because they don't actually know what stage they're in. They don't know their mindset, they don't know their financial readiness, and they absolutely don't know their market fit, and they're completely overwhelmed. So they try random strategies that don't match their reality, or they just simply wait too long, or they jump in too fast. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I hope it was helpful. Here's what you should be doing next. Take the readiness quiz. You'll find it in the link below, or you'll find it on my website, and it'll show you exactly where you are on your real estate wealth journey. And when you're done, you and I will book on a call. We'll go through the results together, and we'll build a personalized plan that fits your goals, your finances, and of course, your stage. Whether that's your first home, it's a move-up strategy, a first rental, a multiplex, commercial, or even private market opportunity. So again, take the readiness quiz. It takes less than 2 minutes, and the results are emailed back to you instantly. So that's it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to putting these videos together on a weekly basis. Stay smart, stay invested, and I'll see you in the next one.